We're live.
We are live.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Nice little group of holdouts here showing up for the late night, Sunday night, fun night.
Stream.
Three-pronged attack this evening. Three little things we're gonna talk about. One is quick.
Quick little announcement.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna drop some fresh art.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna switch to camera mode and show you something in person in the flesh.
Yeah. Show you some live action.
Alrighty.
But first thing we got to announce, and this is something that we learned about
3 days ago? 2 days ago?
2, 3? It was 3, I think.
Yeah.
3 nights ago at about 9 or 10 o'clock at night, I received an email from I forgot what her title was. Her name was Morgan. I don't even know. Morgan's a kind of unisex name. I don't know that it was a she. I just realized I assumed.
Yeah.
Yikes. I should look into that.
But you received an email
from a Morgan. And it was... Babe.
Oh, God.
Good God.
Collision!
I
just wrecked Ken's chair.
Oh, my God. She just hit the little handle and flipped my back up into my head. Okay. Got an email, like I said, it's only been just a couple nights ago, that applications for the PAX Rising Showcase are being accepted through till... Tomorrow. So, couple things. Couple considerations. First and foremost, you guys all know that we pretty much changed our big plans to go towards Origins instead of PAX.
And that decision was largely because, being a small company, we only had the budget for one.
Exactly.
And we decided that Origins gave us more time to really put out the best foot forward going to the Kickstarter.
Origins was a huge slam dunk. The fact that it was more days, more space, same money... More time.
To get everything ready.
Everything lined up.
So we kind of had written off, like, I guess we won't go to PAX.
And that's not, like, the Origins... nothing's changing about that. That's locked.
Yeah.
We've paid for that.
Yeah, we paid for that.
That space is acquired. We are... nothing's changing with that.
But then we got this email about PAX Rising Showcase, which, for those of you who are not familiar with it, is a showcase that started with PAX East, which is a video game conference.
So West is as well, right? But
West
the original
is as well,
two PAXs,
but it's my understanding that PAX Rising was a PAX East thing.
Because the sun rises in the east and sets in the west?
Oh, Is that why?
I don't know.
I just came up with that. But
I just thought of that.
PAX Rising was originally for indie video game developers to have an opportunity to showcase their game in a specific part of the venue dedicated just for indie games as a curated, like, these are the ones that PAX selected as the best up-and-coming for video games.
And I believe it's spread to West as well, right? They do it at both now?
I'm not sure.
Okay, I think that they do it at both. Somebody can fact-check me on that.
This is the first year that they are doing PAX Rising with PAX Unplugged.
Tabletop.
Which is the tabletop version. It's the first time. And so... The big thing is that if you get selected for the PAX Rising Showcase, your booth space is free.
Comped. Totally free.
It's comped, which is why we were like, oh... So maybe we can do both.
Right, maybe we can do both. And this Morgan, the recruiter, whatever head of affairs this person is in charge of, makes no promise. I mean, it is an application process.
Yeah, you have to get selected for it.
I'm sure there's going to be a huge...
Did they say how many they select?
No. There's like no data. For some reason,
my brain is thinking 5 or 15. I don't know why those numbers come to mind.
You made those up.
I did.
But it is a chance for us to get out in front of more people. I mean, it's another big convention. Like, it will be a different goal for us compared to what it was originally going to be. When we were debating back and forth between PAX and Origins as, like, our, Kickstarter launch, so on and so forth, like, if this all goes through, which we didn't even really touch on the simple fact that they notified us about 3 days ago. Kathy and I were out of town for 2 of those days with some work stuff for her. We've been back today, working all day today. The application process includes a 5 to 10 minute video, a bunch of information, an extra fact sheet, all this different stuff that you have to do.
Oh shit, we have to do a fact sheet?
After you pay for it.
Oh my lord.
There is also an application fee, obviously. And once we go through all of this, we're in the running, and they did say that it is an absolute... the curation will be complete. The heavily curated group of people, as they put it, will be selected by October 31st. So it's a pretty quick turnaround time, I would say, on their part, depending on how much feedback, how many total applications they get.
But if we get selected, this could be huge, not just because we get a comped booth at a massive gaming convention in the Northeast, but also because that means they selected us to say, PAX is going to put their name on this. We get included in all of their promotional materials.
We get to write like a blurb on their website and everything. Their email.
Any advertisement. PAX is putting their name behind it and saying, we vouch for this game. We think this is the next big thing. So obviously we're going to apply for it and just see where it goes.
Yeah. So anybody who was, bummed out about not going to PAX,
stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Maybe we still do a little PAX journey. Who knows?
And if we don't get selected, then I don't know. There will be water if Kyle wills it.
I don't know if you can say that, but yeah. So yeah, that's been a huge piece of news. Like I said, it has been.
Oh my gosh, the eyeballs.
The way that they're shaking is hard.
What?
Oh my god.
Where does he find these little icons in the chat? That's hilarious. But yeah, that's the news is just that Ken and I are going to be up till 1 a.m. finishing this video and application just to make sure we get it in on time for tomorrow.
Yes, due tomorrow. Deadline. Like we've known about, it'll be a total of.
We found out about it and we were like, well, we're about to go to bed so that we can get up and drive across the state. So
it'll literally be about like 100-hour turnaround time from us knowing about it to video created fully. Yeah, it's going to be a lot, but we're doing it. We're excited to do it. We're hopeful. I actually think. One of the things that it said in the little pitch that they have on their page for PAX Rising was that a specific... They didn't say focus. Maybe they did say focus. But one of the goals, I guess, of the PAX Rising is to really try to show a wide breadth of genres and things that are out there.
Yeah, they want war game, board game, trading card game.
So I'm hoping that if you consider the competition broken down into kind of segments like that I think we can have a really good shot. So we'll see.
Their thing that they kept saying is we're looking for innovation.
Yeah, which
Flawed has. I mean, there's no arguing there.
Spades of it. I just realized that's going to be on the video. Kai, why? You
could have just gone to the stream.
I know.
Anyway,
he's not even a patron.
He's not a patron?
He's not even a patron.
What? Anyway, do you want to show some art? I want to show some art.
I am super excited to show some art. I don't even know how to lead into this. This is
an artist that is currently on the screen.
It's a coin flip. It's either Isaiah or
Untung. And given last week's spoiler was Isaiah, it's probably not Isaiah.
Yeah. Not going to give it a lot of fanfare, but...
To be fair, Kayla and Megan are also on the screen.
That's true. What hacks? Who made that arrow?
Google.
Oh. Yeah. So, not a lot of lead-in for this. One of the things that we've been muscling around with the last couple of months is trying to keep artists engaged, keep them employed, give them pieces at a decent enough rate so that everybody's happy, everybody's making money, everybody's making progress. And as you also know, we're trying to do all this convention stuff and all this other printing and whatever and what have you. So there's a lot as far as everything getting stretched out. So the cycle of getting artists involved. This was another case I think we talked about Isaiah last week where he had been waiting for the piece and waiting for the prompt and all this type of stuff. Untung was the same way.
He had only done Underwater Spearman.
Yeah, he had only done Underwater Spearman. He always said he'd be happy to do another. He and I had messaged each other back and forth a couple of different times. And probably 2 months ago, I was like, listen, I can't get you next month, but how about the month after? Sent him the info, and he's been working on this for the last few weeks, finished it probably about a week-ish ago. And, without, too much... I'm trying to click on the right spot so I actually go forward. Without too much more, delay, here's the next... This is the second card, only his second ever. Untung Forever.
Oh my gosh, and it's a banger. Look at that card. The art's great, but when you look at it on the card... it's an absolute banger. Can he just do everything?
Nice.
This card... It just looks fantastic when you mock it all up with the template and everything. The Real D 3D serves as artwork really well.
Yep.
The horse just looks like it's charging out at you. And, like, I just want to play that. I want to slam that down on the table.
Yeah.
I want to see it in print. And you know what I thought of looking at this art? I realized that I will not see this card in print until the game is released. Yeah. And I was like, no! I don't want to wait that long! It looks so good.
Absolutely crushed this. And I'm going to take a little tiny bit of credit on this one for going, like, kind of out of my way, because Untung had posted I don't know if it was just a fan art or something else that he had done with a horse.
Yeah.
And had this, like, demonic looking knight guy with, like, black armor and a big sword and stuff like on this black horse, and all the layering and the positioning and, like, the musculature and the pattern, the composition, like, everything was so freaking good. And this, like I said, was 2-3 months ago. And I messaged him and I'm like, Untung, at some point, I'm going to need a man's on a horse.
Oh, Griffin got here.
Oh, Griffin's here. I guess better late than never, eh?
In the chat, Andrew says, can he just do everything?
Yeah.
Spencer says, I want to hang that up in my room. I need it.
I don't even have words for how good this looks. Yeah, this art came out so good. And yeah, I put a pin in it, and I'm like, Untung, it can't be right away, because this was honestly, I don't even think we were done getting all the art for the demos at this point.
No,
I think when I saw him post this was literally like 4 or 6 arcs, like, before we were done with the demos.
We saw the horse, and it was like, listen, it's going to be a minute, but I'm going to need a horse from you, because that looks fantastic.
So, fast forward, 2 months or whatever, and we started working on this, and he crushed the coloring. Like, the green of the cape stands out so much, even though there's so little of it there. Just everything about it just came out so nice.
I love how he kept with the overall trope of the Earth faction art, what we've seen so far. Like, he definitely looks like a knight in the Earth faction, and yet he is still his own, like, unique
idea. Put everyone on a horse. just every card is on a tier 4 horse.
Nice. I can't wait to see. Are you gonna have Elvira mounted on a work hat?
No, not in this set.
Please.
She's just not in this set.
Is it because Cat Rider's not until set 2?
It's because Cat Rider's not until set 2, but also Elvira's card needs to be more her, like, sending the boys in. So it's gonna have like 2 soldiers, like, on each side of her running in, and, like, a war cat, like, pouncing and stuff. Like, it's gonna be this big, like,
I can literally see
charge. Like, yeah.
But anyway, did we just realize that Untung's gonna do some war cats?
I don't know. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves.
Man can do some more.
Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves with the cats. Most of them aren't until set 2.
Yeah, that's true.
Most.
But
this art, you guys can all see it. Came out amazing.
I really want to see this on a print for sale.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we can make this one into sleeves.
It wouldn't be bad.
It would not be bad. This one would make a great sleeve.
He even sent the file with a white border for, like, if you did the custom dragon shields with the white edges so that they don't chip.
Because I know we talked about doing Dying Breath as a sleeve, and that could be the one for, like, the black red deck, and this could be the one for... Even though it's not in the deck,
but
But the art is so beautiful.
Kathy just wants this before release.
I can't wait.
She's trying to figure out anyway.
It's an absolutely beautiful piece of art. This could be a great poster. It just looks gorgeous. We need to hire this man again. We will.
Andrew's on building a deck all Untung, regardless of if it's playable or not. I mean, Expert Combatant plus Spearman is a pretty nasty, like, 2-3 curve. Like, you're just playing one into the next.
Which, by the way, can we talk about Untung's weapon creation? Because he made the spear on Underwater Spearman, which is, like, a very, like...
It's unique.
It's an intimidating looking spear. I never would have come up with that. And then this one, too, there's, like, design in it and finesse. He's got great.
Technically a little bit double-headed. I mean, I'm into it. Absolutely.
Could you imagine, like, spearing that into someone and then pulling it back out? Oh!
I mean, if you spear them all that way, it doesn't, I mean...
But still, it's gnarly.
They were already done, so.
I wonder where he gets his ideas for his weaponry from, because it's very
He's just been doing fancy and, local spear main approves.
Someone get this man on a promo.
Nice. On the topic of art, I always like to give at least a little bit of update of where we're at. I don't want to, like, full spoil it, but we have, as far as quantities are concerned, one more finished artwork
for next week.
I made the payment last night when we got home.
Okay.
Waiting for the email with all the final files and stuff to show up. So that's one more ready for next week. We have 2 sketches submitted basically for approval that should be progressing within the next couple of weeks, 2-ish weeks or so. And then we have, again, these are generic statements. We're not really giving anything away, but I've got how many contracts out right now?
3.
That's right.
Yeah, 3 contracts.
3 contracts out. New IP assignments out with some artists. A couple of returning artists, and one that is going to be actually brand new. A fresh and
some might say new blood.
Yeah, some new blood to the
some fresh meat. New blood.
You're a mess. Yeah.
Fresh,
so that's
fresh flesh. I can't wait to get this up on YouTube.
You're such an absolute mess. But this is the only image that we had on the slideshow for today. We want to try to. We're going to see how this works. Switch it over to camera view so we can show you guys.
You might have to re-watch the stream.
I think so as well. Why does it say camera unavailable? Oh, because I haven't plugged it in yet.
So if we disconnect from the stream, you might have to rejoin what you're viewing.
We'll see.
Can we just click video?
Turn on camera.
No, it's a separate thing. Can we slide it over?
Yep, that's exactly what's going to happen. Pop out.
Ah!
Boom!
Hey.
Can you guys see us? Sound off if you can see us.
Oh, I just realized there's so much on the dry erase board that we didn't want to show.
Yeah, they can see it.
I know. It's just conveniently is cropped out.
Did it that way on purpose.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to click stay on top to make sure that doesn't give us any issues. Is there any way to make all this go away? Grid.
I don't know.
I think that there is. I think there's. Yeah, show non-video participants. Nope, get them out of here. This is good enough. You guys should be able to see this, right?
So the Streamlabs just records what's on this monitor?
Streamlabs is recording what's on this monitor. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Did we bring in the old ones?
No, do you want to go grab one real quick? Kathy's going to go grab. Kathy's going to go grab. Rude, whoever's talking about being blinded by my head. That's literally hurtful. I see you, but there's a delay between your words and your mouth moving. Okay. I mean, we can... I'll talk slowly.
Which green one do you have?
I grabbed both.
This is the new one.
I made 2. There are 2.
You made 2.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And you have the old
Why
one?
you got that? Get one that's sleeved so we can...
Oh.
What are you doing? You brought literally 2 of the wrong thing. You went 0 for 2.
So you just need a purple one?
Sweetheart, get one of each of the old ones.
One of each of the old ones?
Yeah, that's what you went out there to get, were the old ones, right?
Yeah.
Because I have the new ones, right?
I got it.
Okay, she's got it, guys.
Doctors be like...
Doctors do be like... So, what Kathy's got here in her hand,
in my hot little hands,
and what I've got in my hot little hands are the same thing, but not. So, as many of you know, we finished the production of the demo decks. Went ahead and should we sort these? Make it nice. Can we do that? No, mine's actually already sorted. Kinda. We got all the art, we got all the assets, we went with a new template, we did a bunch of work, and it was all updated on the Game Crafter around a month ago. And at that time, we went ahead and ordered some new demo versions so that we can have something much more similar to what the final version is going to be.
Which one do you want to use as the first one?
I got Griffin in my hand right here. You want to pull him out?
I'll pull out Griffin.
So, we've been spoiling the different changes to the design and stuff.
It's going to be so glary. This is the old one.
Yeah.
And this is the new one. So we've got new template, also apparently new Realty 3D, because he's not even in front of the template on the original. The new template for both the base card and the clear essence.
Yeah.
So on the base card, the biggest differences are the mana cost zone right here, where that extra little added pip is.
Yep.
Is now in the same box instead of in its own separate circle, because people kept looking at that circle as its own separate thing and they weren't considering it. The font overall is larger. I don't know if you can tell.
He feels much more important with his head over top of the bar, Jake. It's a big difference.
Like this.
It's like having a really hard time focusing on the lettering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try taking that one out of the sleeve.
Just try to do it one at a time. Hold it up there and see what it So
this one has like a smaller size font. We just have like a bad camera. Yeah. Smaller size font overall. And then the little C in a circle is now its own icon.
Solid icon,
instead of being like, what the heck is that? I can't even see it, you know? Yeah. The pips and the casting cost up here are larger and easier to see. Yep. Wow, those are much larger. That looks so much better now. This line right here is much larger.
Yeah, we put that up by like 2 points, I think.
And then the color is also different behind the boxes. Right here.
Yeah.
Hold up yours again.
Okay, sorry.
I don't know if you can tell. This is a gradient from like dark green to like a middle tone green back to dark green. We just went with an overall solid light color green like that. And it pops so much more. You also can't tell on the video, but we added an emboss around the corner.
One of the big things, we actually modeled this off of a lot of other games.
We went and got like all different cards from all different games, and we were like, what do all of these have in common? And it's that they were all embossed.
Solid color for the most part. A pale to light tone so that it doesn't distract from the art and also like contrasts whatever text is on it well. And then finally just solid. There's no reason to do this gradient. That just honestly makes one more thing for you to pay attention to that isn't important, really.
And then the artist credit and the copyright is much larger on the new one.
And don't forget about the best part. Well, not the best part, but one of the absolute best parts. If you guys can see these at all. Like, look at how much less stuff there is on this new one. It gives so much more space for art, so much more clean of a look, I guess is a good word. And then finally, when you play it into the resource zone upside down, you've just got that big hexagonal, how do you say that? Hexagonal. Pip, basically, telling you, hey, this makes Earth.
And this one, when it was played upside down, the pip wasn't even, it's over on the side. So you're like, when you're like looking for what does this make, you're like, I don't even see it.
Yeah.
And it's tiny as heck. And it had all this extra tap, whatever. Where did it go?
What?
Oh, you re-sleeved it.
I re-sleeved the whole thing, yeah. I put it all back together.
So you're hiding a lot of the artwork with all of this border and all of that extra leafage, foliage.
Get this
Look at this card!
So much.
Look at how nice that looks.
When you hold these side by side and you just look at the one in Kathy's hand, it actually looks like he is like falling back into a hole. And I don't think it's just the sliver of his head coming from the bar, but it honestly might just be the sliver of the head.
Well, because his hand is in front of the box on this one.
I don't know. But yeah, just big improvements all along.
We got some comments in the chat. Looking beautiful as always.
This is the whole deck of the deck that like everybody has seen 1,000 times over.
Side by side, you can really see how poggers the new one is.
Nice. Wait, poggers?
Feels much more important. Click on the thing. Mary just showed up.
I forgot, all caps.
Excuse me. Mary's like, I forgot to come. We'll have to show her the new artwork.
But to do another comparison, if you can pull out, how about
this next comparison coming?
Why don't we do?
Is so much.
Why don't we do this one?
Oh, but then we're gonna show my favorite one, which is this one.
That's fine.
All right. So here is the old. Where is it?
You gotta click to reveal. Oh, something terrible this way comes.
Again. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
So here is the old.
This is what we demoed with at
everything's
MomoCon, all of our Comic Cons, everywhere we've been. That's the best we've been able to do. We printed the first time around with only one deck finished. Did we have literally 0 art for the second deck when we made that printing? We did, right?
Yeah, we didn't have knife expert. It was all this stuff.
Yeah. So I know that we didn't actually print any of them, but I wonder if any of the arts were just like.
We had Knife Expert's artwork.
But I didn't have Knife Expert's artwork.
Right.
You did.
We were using it on like posters and stuff. Yeah, that was it. We didn't have any of the other ones.
Okay, so that's what we had. And this, if I can get it into the frame without too much glare, is what we have.
You gotta take it out the sleeve.
It's annoying. I'm gonna do it with the essence. I'm gonna try to hold them both.
So that's the old one, the icon. And this was the deck that we would always hold as the
demoer.
As the demoer because it didn't have any art in it. But now we have.
Now we got this guy. Oh, it's so blurry. Why won't it just focus? I think it's Kathy's big head. Put a bag on it.
Oh, babe.
What? No, I mean like.
Just pull it back a little bit. There you go.
Oh, is that all I had to do? Yeah. Anyway, bit of an improvement.
Just a
honestly, I can see the inspiration.
Looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Look how much better that Essence looks.
Yeah.
It's so clean.
Another fantastic example of how much more space there is without that border and etc. Yeah.
Also, let's flip around. I don't know if this is going to show up.
Almost no chance.
The back of the card, before versus after, you can tell.
You can tell.
See how black this one is, and that one you can actually see that like velvety texture.
Yep.
So this is more like what we're going for the final product.
Yeah, we lightened the coloring on this a bit and did a thing, compared it, so on and so forth.
Now I want to show some other cards because this is the first time we've seen these artworks printed on cards in hand, and I want to show. Which one? Oh, you want? Yeah, okay. This is my favorite one. Here, you can show the original.
Oh, you want to hold up yours?
I want to hold the new one. I think this one looks.
Are you taking it out of the sleeve?
Yeah, this just looks fantastic. Look at this card. Look, it's all glary. This is Eternal Flame Soldier from Robert Nix. I'm going to take the clear off of it. Look at that as a playing card. The colors are so bright. It just jumps out at you. Like, hello?
I like this one.
This is a common. It looks so good. You just like slam this on the table and be like, yeah, no big deal. This is my common. Oh my gosh. I love the white. Nice.
Love it.
I don't know, because this is set in like a snowy background, it's just such a bright, vibrant color. And you see all the art coming through. She's just charging at you, man. This is fantastic. I don't
necessarily want to go through and do like every card since we've already spoiled all these arts, but I do want to show a couple more.
Yeah.
This is one that I was really excited to see in card form. Again, kind of blurry, kind of hard to focus on this little crappy camera. But this came out just... Yes, Andrew, the demo decks off of Game Crafter that anybody can go buy are all completely arted out now.
If you were to go on Game Crafter right this very second and order the decks, you would receive the full art version, even though the photos and the advertisement up there still say it's icon art. We just hadn't updated it because we didn't have this in hand to take photos. So if you were to buy them online right now, you would get the full art version. It's just not reflected in the actual like sales page yet. Oh yeah, and the other one.
Tough to focus in on, and this art's obviously got again. We've already spoiled all these arts. It's just us trying to show.
We're gonna end up.
We've got them in hand. They look great. They look amazing.
Look at Dying Breath.
Yeah.
I mean, we all knew that was going to be fantastic, but I mean, hello.
The frickin' glow, the lighting.
Look at this card.
The way he does that.
Look at this card. It is amazing. This has to be on sleeves.
Kathy wants every card on sleeves. She's like, well, we paid for it. We may as well put it on sleeves.
This one has to be on sleeves.
Just every single card.
I love his haircut. It's giving me such Tommy Shelby vibes.
Yeah.
Wait, I still want to show him.
Okay, she's got more.
Look at this one. This guy right here.
No problem. Oh yeah, this one's really
Ruffian.
Nice
too. Just a banger.
Common. Another common.
I'm trying to get it without a glare. It's not happening.
Just cover my face with it, and then it won't focus on my face. Oh my god, this is actually working, I think.
And then this one. Backstab. With her hair coming out of the frame a little bit.
Yeah.
Also on like a white snowy background. These just look great.
So yeah, that's the real big news that we got. These showed up last night. They were here when we got home from our little trip. So fortunately, the PAX video we were talking about earlier is going to feature some gameplay footage with our brand new sleeved up demo decks, all the art, all the business. So if anybody was worried we weren't going to get into PAX because we had these crummy white, these things, gone. They're out. We don't need them anymore.
And that honestly was just luck because we had ordered these. Yeah. We were going to order them anyway, and they just happened to show up in time to get this video done.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you wanted to get a full arted out version that's like completely playable demo, it is a demo product. These are not going to be tournament legal cards because they're not printed by the same company that's going to print the final product. And because it is a demo product that's a print on demand, there is still significant quality control
there's some issues, but
specifically with the clear cards, this company that we're using, it's apparent that clear cards are not their forte, which is fine. They make a lot of products. They have a lot to keep track of. The cardboard cards have been extremely consistent, so they're really good at printing the cardboard cards.
That's also one of the things that I've talked about specifically with our prospective manufacturer in China. When mass production time comes, like post Kickstarter next year, whatever, one of the marquee features of the game is obviously the clear cards. And I've told him and I've expressed, I'm like, hey, you know, whatever needs to be done, whatever quality control needs to be in place, like these need to be like as buttoned up and as tight and as clean as possible. And one of the things that's good is the little print template that they've sent us from China compared to Game Crafter is like a millimeter less of even like possible wiggle room, right? Like the template comes and says, hey, if it's outside of these lines, you might lose it. If it's outside of this line, you'll definitely lose it. The like might lose space is already like a millimeter smaller on the other ones from the manufacturer. So it doesn't sound like much, but like we are talking about small data points here. So it's important. But anyway, I think that's pretty much. Yeah, we gotta go make a video and an application and all that type of stuff. But thank you very much for the folks who came in, joined us, checked out all the sweet updates. No, show me. Oh,
Mary wants to see the new.
We'll shut down the video, but we'll stop the recording and then we'll double back and show you the new one. Thank you for everybody who showed up. Thank you infinitely for all the endless Patreon support, the people who are making this all possible. You guys are here. You guys are watching. You guys are listening at home. You're checking it out on your drive on YouTube, whatever it happens to be. It's awesome. It's amazing to just see it continuously coming in. It's so huge.
By the way, we started Patreon in October of 2021.
That's true. It's been a year, hasn't it? Wow.
And we're still here, chugging along.
Man. It like went by like that.
It did.
It doesn't seem like it's been all
But we have our launch date, June 21st.
Yeah. We're zeroing in for sure. But okay, we're going to shut that down. Thank you, everybody. We will talk to you all next time.